I sat down.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the first time with Kareem Hunt. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second down, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll set up a throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jabari Zuniga. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Gun now on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Love. That one is caught by Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 3. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
A turnover on down.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Eric Kendrick.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Love. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On the carry.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Score, Browns.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going back to Love. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Fighting through it. He's got space. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Love, they go play action now. He'll air this one out deep. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Jabari Zuniga with the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They run, chunk, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. And obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 4.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robert Foster, 62 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to look deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
29-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Oh, and this one slides to the right on Gay. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Open man here is Foster. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
39-yard line.
On first down, punt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Today's final score, Browns.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.